slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Here we go.
Now running for the first time with Jaylen Warren. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
On 1, ready? Gun.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Quan Martin with the pick. Along the right sideline, there's space. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. On the return, here's Ray McCloud. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
After the pick, here's Burrow again. Finds his back, Jaylen Warren. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go.
Trying the left side with Warren. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. It could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
On first down, here's Burrow. Doesn't have the hook up there. Incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect. And all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Throwing the out route complete. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. But it bounces out of bounds, so they'll retain possession. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Burrow. It's caught, Warren. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play. Keep driving that defense backwards.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Play action now, Burrow. It's another first down mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Tyler Newman.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Now Daniels off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
His first throw is an interception. Picked off Kendall Fuller. And he makes the house call. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Saints tie this game 7-7. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Chandler again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They have 2nd and pretty long here. Play fake here. Daniels. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. Able to find Chandler here. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
4th down, here's Daniels. He's throwing deep to the left side. This has been a trend, yet another interception. And the Saints are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
A gain of 14. First down, New Orleans.
Here we go.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Warren once more. And this is only a short gain. He's stopped down at the 33. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Warren wants the first and more. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints parlay the interception into points. Lutz there to tack on the extra point. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is Cook to kick this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Shotgun handoff now to Chandler. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
That's caught. Tucker Kraft. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
2nd down and 10. Daniels. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. The Chiefs pushing for a late spark before halftime. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Let's go.
They send a man in motion.
Check out.
3rd and short, Daniels. He gets this one to Chandler. He almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Well, no look on his first look of the game. It's 2nd and goal.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Daniels, 3rd and goal. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Shotgun snap to Daniels. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs earn the chance to tie before halftime. Gano's point after is good. And the Chiefs tie things up at 14. Gano ready to send this away. McLeod now returning it. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Edgerrin Cooper takes it away. And the Chiefs get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
Go!
From the gun, it's Daniels. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs get some late points and the lead. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. Gano ends the point after. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Gano ready to send this away. He'll take this at the 10. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30.
On 2, ready?
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
12. Here we go.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Low left side taken in by Adams. The Saints calling for a timeout. It's their 1st. One play in, and already they're close to midfield.
Here we go.
1st down, Burrow to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
Gun.
Burrow setting to throw. And they pick him off again. Edgerrin Cooper takes it away. And the Chiefs get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 25-yard line.
Looks like that last play convinces them to keep this one on the ground. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. On now is Cook to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
They'll try it left with Chandler. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They go play action here. Buys time, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
Back back to throw. Here's Daniels. This one taken in by Kraft. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. They give up the gut to Chandler. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Toward the sideline, and he's gotten to get it. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. Daniels from the pistol. Short pass brought in. And a huge run comes to an end as he heads out of bounds. Wow. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal. From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Now second and goal at the 12-yard line.
Going the wrong way. It's second and goal now, back at the 12.
Let's go now.
Trying down the middle with Chandler. And this is down to the 5-yard line before they can stop him. 7 yards that time, and now it's going to be third and goal.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense is energized following that stick for a loss. 3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a fourth to try to reach that end zone. He'll throw it. That's incomplete on fourth down, and they'll turn over possession.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door
Here we go.
for a bigger gap in the future.
Burrow out of the shotgun. He'll get this one to Adams. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Saints are going to have a first down. Shotgun handoff to Warren. And what a hit there. Ouch, he pays the price for moving the chains that time.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody. And maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Jared Verse on the tackle. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up second and 8. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the third. It's the Saints ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Here we go.
Burrow from the gun. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long. It only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be across midfield close to the 45 before going out. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
Gun.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Finds him on the crossing route. They got 24 yards on the play. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets them the first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Saints now trail by just a point in the 4th. So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. On now is Cook to kick this away. Return starts at the 3. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the 4th quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's what...
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Brandon Stevens has it. And the Saints will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for New Orleans first down. Throwing is Burrow. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Julian Love. And the Chiefs are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys a bad hit.
They get it right back. That's intercepted. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Tight end going in motion here.
Check go.
Daniels coming back after that pick. He's going deep. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Finding Thomas near the sideline. And he got this close to midfield before going out. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Out of the gun, Daniels. He's on the move. He tucks it and takes off. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 46. On the move, headed right. Catch is made down the right sideline. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. Daniels back to throw. Deep down the right sideline. It's his running back making the catch. Touchdown, Kansas City. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Gano ready to send this away. Return coming from the 14. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he's stopped.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Saints want to end it in regulation if they can.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd and 10 now. This is Cooper working the left side. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
It's a New Orleans touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Setting up to pass. Cut by Sutton. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. He'll look to throw it. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And he's able to get this down to the 36. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. And it's picked off, but, yeah, pretty clear he was out of bounds, so no interception, incomplete. Brian Thomas Jr., his intended target. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short? Throwing now. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Go!
Looking to throw it. Had to force it on 4th, and it's intercepted. And the Saints make the play that should win them this game.
Here we go.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. Down to a knee, and we're going to see if that defense chooses to expend one of its final 2 timeouts.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
On second down, Warren hits a seam at the 40. And he's going to get all the way up to the midfield stripe. So this will win on the road for the Saints.